That boy said sharp. I've been trying to tell y'all, I'm gonna do something. Y'all see what these are? That's these old creams. And what I'm about to do right now
is smoke on that goddamn Clippers pack. Now let's talk about it, man. This is different, man. This is different. This is not something you was fucking expecting, man. All I can fucking say is, what the fuck is going on with the Clippers? Man, if we being honest, man, the main issue is probably with Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers, the only fucking coach to lose multiple times, giving up a fucking series lead of 3-1. I mean, if we being honest, I can see what Doc Rivers' problem is, my man. I mean, when Paul George was piping his daughter down and then cheated on her with a stripper and then got her pregnant, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to speak to the nigga anyway, you feel me? But that's neither here nor there. Also, another problem would be that he might not know how to approach Kawhi, which he should have went and seek some help with, and maybe not from the Spurs, but maybe from Toronto, if he had anybody over there that could have gave him some advice. I thought that would have been a great idea, a great movement to do, something that would have boosted his confidence in how and why and when and the ways to treat Kawhi and how to work with him effectively, especially coaching. And he could be a different and difficult person to read, so I think that would have been a greater way to help prescribe what they needed. Also, they don't really have a leader on the court, if we're being honest. Kawhi isn't the most vocal. You get what I'm saying? But when you got players like in Toronto that like were Ibaka, who these dudes have won before. And Kawhi has won a ring. I mean, you got Kyle Lowry, other players, Marc Gasol, other players that have won game. Big playoff moments. Big playoff moments, man. And they've put in a lot of work, you know what I'm saying? So they have other players who were vocal and who were veterans over there. Kyle Lowry doesn't step down, you know what I'm saying? That's why he's been on multiple All-Star teams and whatnot. But they just don't have a leader inside that locker room. Nobody's listening to Paul George. Patrick Beverley, he just barks. Lou Will, he on the phone with the strippers, you know what I'm saying? And then, Kawhi, he's more quiet than anything. I do honestly think that Sam Cassell, shout out to my boy Sam Cassell, from Baltimore, I think he should have been the head coach. I'm going to be honest. I think that he should be the head coach going forward. I think that he kind of commands more respect. And as a player who has given back and been a part of multiple championship teams and eras, he kind of understands more, and it looks like he has better relationships with the players than Doc Rivers had. It's funny talking about Kawhi. It's like he wanted a doc, but he needed a nurse. You get what I'm saying? Like, he had Nick Nurse, the best coach, and you went to Doc Rivers, and you force your way to do all these things, and now you got what you wanted, and it didn't get you anywhere. You get what I'm saying? I mean, just imagine trading your entire future, 5 picks, all for playoff P. Oh, this motherfucker acted different, you know what I'm saying? Kawhi went and chose Paul George like a Pokemon. Like he was like Mewtwo or some shit. This motherfucker came out playing like Magikarp. You know what I mean? Another issue I think with the Clippers is they don't have a big man on defense who can necessarily shot block and just literally just destroy the other team's players coming to the rim. They didn't have nobody that can answer for the Joker at all. I mean, like, if we being honest, he was burning Marcus Morris up. You know what I mean? To the point he just wants to fight everybody at this point because he knows that he's getting destroyed. You get what I'm saying? If we being honest, another thing is with this is like the Clippers are cursed, man. You got 2 all defensive team players and Patrick Beverley and Kawhi Leonard, second team all defense, and they are getting torched. Just like they just couldn't stop the Nuggets, man. You give up a game 7 to these young kids, Jamal Murray, Gary Harris. They ain't proved nothing. The Joker, I mean, he's a beast. He's a dog, man. We gonna be honest, but y'all just gave it up like it was. Like, come on, the fourth quarter rolled around. It's like y'all didn't have anything in y'all. Y'all had no fight. It's absolutely atrocious to watch, man. And it's crazy. I mean, and if we being honest, Paul George was just an all defensive player last year. So for the fact that you guys are getting burnt on defense, you got 3 all defensive players on your team. Come on, man. It just don't make no sense. You got 2 25-point per game scorers, and then another one coming off the bench. 2 6-men coming off the bench, and you guys are just like, you guys are giving up. You guys don't have no fight in you. You guys have literally nobody out there that's like, all right, let me just take this shit over. Like, where the fuck was Lou Williams at? Like, why was George Paulin out there? You know what I'm saying? And then when you wonder why people don't fuck with you, you was talking all that shit about Dame. Now they tweeting all types of shit about you now, my man. You know what I'm saying? I feel sorry for you, G. But if we being honest, man, like, shit is crazy, G. Kawhi, man, I don't understand. Like, you guys just gave up at that point in time. This is what happens. Kawhi Leonard and Lou Williams should be going back and forth and keeping up with the Nuggets. You guys are the team players who are supposed to go out there regardless of what's drawn up. You should be able to get us a fucking bucket each and every time if you're a fucking top 5 player. This doesn't make no sense, man. I don't know what's next for the Clippers. I do know that they cursed. I do know that we smoking on that Clippers pack. But, I mean, we going to give some kudos to the Denver Nuggets. They never gave up. They kept fighting. I mean, they went through the Jazz, which was I wouldn't say a super tough team, but they you know what I mean? You got Donovan Mitchell over there giving y'all buckets, so it was no joke over there. And then, you know what I mean? They didn't look at Paul George and Kawhi Leonard and said, oh, my God, bow our heads to them. They're going to destroy us. They looked at them like, yo, these niggas soft. Softer than an ice cream cone, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, shout out to the Nuggets, man. We got a couple nuggets of this Clippers pack, so you know what I mean? I just don't understand why they weren't able to finish this team off. You motherfuckers are supposed to be the best team in the fucking Western Conference, and you guys couldn't even finish this motherfucking young-ass Nuggets team off? We know they're explosive. We know they have the Joker. But when you have Kawhi Leonard and Paul George on your fucking team, I capped for Paul George being a top 5 player last year when he was playing OKC and he went on that stretch. And you telling me that you sitting here, you couldn't fucking buy a bucket at the end of the game? Like, how dare you? I mean, yo, let's just be honest, bro. Let's be honest about these fucking stats that these motherfuckers put up. Like, come on, man. We got Kawhi Leonard going 6 of fucking 22, playing 44 minutes, 2 of 7 from the 3-point line, 6 rebounds and 6 assists. I mean, Marcus Morris, you know what I mean? He was able to provide 7 points. Patrick Beverly got fucking 11 points. Paul George, 4-16, 2-11 from the fucking 3-point line with 10 points. Yo, get the fuck out of here. Get your little ass forehead the fuck out of here. Get your playoff P the fuck out of here. Man, take your dumb ass to the motherfucking Indiana Pacers or wherever the fuck they gonna trade your ass back to. The fuck out of here, man. Cause you not the playoff P that you're supposed to be, man. You've been playing decent this series, but you're supposed to step up and fucking destroy these motherfuckers, bro. At the end of the day, you're supposed to be like, man, these young dudes, man, if this was Kobe, man, Kobe torched Melo in the fucking Western Conference Finals. Like, man, y'all too young. Y'all can't fuck with me. Torched them. You talking about Melo, a guaranteed bucket, so that's crazy. I mean, Montrezl Harrell had 20 points off the bench. JaMychal Green, 11 points, but they had nobody. Lou Williams went 3 for fucking 11. Like, what the fuck was y'all doing last night? What y'all was getting drunk or something, my nigga? Like, this is crazy, bro. It don't make no sense. And then when you look at the Nuggets bench, they gave them like 10 or 11 points. Plumlee had 1 point. Michael Porter Jr. fucking had 2 points. Torrey Craig had 6 points. 5 points from Norris. Jamal Murray gave y'all 40. Paul Millsap had 6 points. Jokic only had 16 points, but he dominated y'all with 22 fucking rebounds and 13 assists. Put a triple-double up on y'all. At what point do your best player, your defensive players of your team say, yo, fuck that. I'm putting this motherfucker down. I'm gonna give him a few elbows. I'm gonna lock him down. I'm gonna hit him with all types of stuff. Like when besides Marcus Morris just wanting to fight him, why y'all not doing nothing to really stop him? Why were the plays not drawn up to take him out of the game? There's ways that you can really take him out the game, and Doc Rivers just seems to be able to do nothing. I'm going on a fucking rant, man. I'm just saying, like, this shit doesn't make no sense. Third quarter comes around, you can see the Dunkers gaining momentum like that, as if they had home court advantage, and that wasn't the case. This is disappointing to me, man, for real. And the worst part about this, the fourth quarter comes around, and the Clippers gave nothing. It was like they were just walking through it like it's a demo. I don't know, man. I'm going to be doing a series moving forward called Forming a Championship Team for every team in the league. And I do think that Paul George and Doc Rivers are some of the issues, but Kawhi also. Man, you're fucking Kawhi Leonard, man. You're supposed to step up and show these motherfuckers why you were able to say, hey, go get me Paul George. Hey, I want to come here and I want to be this team. You fucking declined playing with LeBron James, making it seem like he wasn't up to your standard, and you didn't want to just hop on a bandwagon. Well, obviously you needed more help than just Paul George. This motherfucker is an average Joe out this motherfucker at this point, you know what I'm saying, But hey, man, if you like the vid, man, subscribe, like, you know what I mean? Yo, keep notifications on. We're gonna talk about the Miami Heat and the Celtics in tomorrow's video. But man, let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. I just had to go on a rant. I just don't understand how you have these players who are literally walking buckets and they cannot down the stretch just go back and forth with players. Like, that doesn't make no sense. You even looked at Donovan Mitchell, put up more of a fight against them than that. He went bucket for bucket with them, and you telling me Kawhi Leonard and Paul George couldn't do that? Or Lou Will? All right, man, I'm out.